Hello everyone and welcome to Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans, this is round robin, game number 1 between Jordan and the Viper in the finals. And I just realized this, but I just explained to the Twitch chat why I'm casting the series, and I'm going to have to re-explain it again for YouTube. A few reasons. Jordan's got a lot of hype behind him. He had a good week at NAC2. He had, and he's trying to get back up to 2K4, so we're going to cast this great series from him. This series is missing in our Voobly official library, and also that the series was requested by someone. So if you want to request me games, just private message me. Find me wherever. Find me on YouTube. Comment one of my videos. Leave me some games to cast. And this should be exciting. This has been a long time. This is from 2013. And yeah, we're finally casting a Jordan game against the Viper. Now, Jordan, back in 2013, was a beast. He was one of the few players that could really contend against the Viper. Might have been better than the Viper for a short period of time. Like, legitimately better. Whether that's going to happen in this series or not, I have no clue. I don't know if I've seen this series. If I did, it was been so long ago. Jordan is back. No, he is back for real, though. He is back for real. But for now, we're going to be casting this game, which is, of course, a recording. And checking my speed. I'm going to go up to 65. If this is too fast, let me know. I like the speed to cast recorded games. I really do. And let's take a look at the civilizations. Oh, shoot. I'm in the wrong game. But we could go with it. So this is all 5 games. Shoot, I hit the... this is actually one of the later games, but hopefully no spoilers. And yeah, this is going to be a Vikings war. So, in the settings, basically mirror matchups were very more common in 2013. I don't think this is like hidden pick at all. This was way before the Civ draft. And yeah, let's take a look at their maps. So Jordan's map, able to wall it in this area, which is nice. Hasn't found those two sheep. In fact, he's moved out without even seeing those sheep. This area is pretty open, but I expect him to be able to wall it up. So this is not too bad of a map as far as walling goes for Jordan. He's got stones in the back. This gold is on a hill, which is terrible for saturation. His villagers without loom. But he can wall it up and have a pretty nice map, especially with the Vikings, with an archer-reliant civilization. Now look at the Viper's map by contrast. Big open area in the front. I don't expect him to wall there. This area can maybe wall here and here. Gold is on the left side. We have 1 stone forward. I assume 1 stone in the back. There it is. So a little bit of a worse map for the Viper because he can't exactly wall it in the front. We will have to pay attention, however, this game to these big hills, as this could be a good pushing point for the Viper if he's able to secure this hill. This on Little Kingdoms or normal, you can always check on the bottom right of the screen next to the mini-map where it says the Conquerors. So this is on the Conquerors, not on Little Kingdoms. And we're asking, when does this game take place? 2013. And talking a little bit about the Vikings, especially in Age of Conquerors days, actually the meta hasn't changed too much. The only difference being that the, I suppose Men-at-Arms and Towers was not as popular, and that the Berserk was not as strong with those balance changes. But otherwise, the Vikings might like to go for a Militia Rush or a Men-at-Arms Rush. Militia Rushes were more common back in the day. And we're going to see that from Jordan. Now, the Viper looks to be going for a different strategy. Maybe he'll go for the classic Viking Men-at-Arms Rush, which I always love. There's a lot of reasons you go Men-at-Arms Rush, not only because of today's tower meta, but also, if you're playing as the Vikings, you go up to the next age quicker, you get that Feudal Age HP bonus quicker. That's an extra, I think, 10% HP on their Men-at-Arms. And you get the Wheelbarrow upgrade right away, so I think it makes too much sense. And that was something that Slam, while watching his stream, pointed out, and I've always loved it since. Slam is a player that loves Men-at-Arms. So he can surprise everyone and hit and come. Yeah, obviously he's getting practice for the tournament that's happening in a few months. Got practice 4 years ago. Alright, so we have the Viper going for his Men-at-Arms Rush, and Jordan, a little bit of idle time, actually. Going for what now looks to be a Men-at-Arms Rush. It's like in between a Militia Rush and a Men-at-Arms Rush. Not really. No, it just looks like a straight Men-at-Arms Rush now. I don't know if this was an adjustment of his build by Jordan. Taking a look at the times. The Viper is up about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Maybe 10 seconds of idle time for Jordan, since Jordan's up 2 villagers later. Each villager takes 30 seconds to create. But whether that'll make a difference, I don't know. Quick archery range from the Viper. Oh, shoot! Oh! The Viper has not made any... Oh, this is annoying. I have to click the players' names. Has not made any militia, it looks like. So I guess this makes sense. I mean, if Jordan pressured that gold earlier, certainly you'd want men-at-arms. You don't want men-at-arms attacking this palisade and keeping these villagers idle. But that didn't happen. Jordan decided to stay home. And now the Viper can go for a very greedy straight archers. This is a strategy, straight archers, that you have to know exactly what you're doing and have good scouting information on your opponent, because if your opponent goes for a more aggressive strategy, then you could be dead. Of course, you need those villagers to work nice and undisturbed, taking gold if you want to go for a straight archer rush. But with the Vikings' eco, it makes it even easier. Alright, here's those militias. And they do something. A mighty 44 HP on them. I don't even think Jordan's going to get the man-at-arms upgrade. It's definitely worth it if he could kill a villager. If he could somehow sneak into this gold. The Viper's kind of expecting this. He's hanging out at the front of his ranges. And there we go. Men-at-arms upgrade. This upgrade's only worth it if you can kill a villager. Let's take a look at the Viper's scouting. Sees everything from Jordan. Taking a look at Jordan's scouting. Sees only parts of the base for the Viper. Does see all the important resources. And sees most of the base. Alright, come on, Jordan. Let's do some damage. Now the Men-at-Arms gone up to a mighty 50 HP. If you can kill something, there's no way you're going to want to fight 1-on-1 or 3-on-3 against the Men-at-Arms, especially for the Vikings. Well, Jordan's back at home. Viper's back at home. Viper's expecting some sort of attack through the front. Viper's also got a heavy skirmisher composition, whereas Jordan has a lot of archers. Oh, Jordan, what are you doing? Come on! The tension is starting to rack up. Let's see you do something with these militias. It'll never be expected. Oh, poor spearman. Come on, Jordan! Come on! Let's do something! Oh, he's just waiting for his moment to strike. He doesn't know where his opponent's army is. This is not nice from Jordan, getting the horse collar upgrade so late. I saw the Viper did it very early. This will save the Viper some food, some wood, and the Viper actually going forward with some army now sees the army of Jordan. Clearly the Viper has more skirmishers and more archers in there. And actually the Viper going to go over to those deer now. And here's that sneak attack. Gonna pick off a villager. Great, that makes everything worth it. Let's see if you can pick off 2. Oh, let's see, let's see. All these men-at-arms attacking different villagers. Actually did get 2. That makes this whole thing absolutely worth it, in my opinion. And now tower coming up from the Viper. This is a little defensive. Military count. With the archery range unit, it's about the same. In fact, 2 more for the Viper. I don't think the tower is necessary right now. And these villagers gonna get shoot away from the deer. That's a lot of idle time for them. Gonna pick off another villager. What a great play from Jordan. 2 villagers down. That's 4 villagers total that Jordan has picked off. But he's got to be careful. It looks like he's trapped. These 2 archers can't come and reinforce, and the Viper could have got an extra hit off. But regardless, he's going to kill 1 archer. Now the Viper has more army. He's got about 3 more army, which are just archery range units because those men-at-arms all went down. So Jordan has to defend. I wouldn't be taking any bad fights. I know he just wants to pick off the archers and run away. And the interesting thing now is how many archers do you have in your composition and how many skirmishers. I think if you're these players, now that you're fully walled, or you should be fully walling, you're going to probably lean more towards the skirmisher play. However, that might set up for knights in the Castle Age. But I think skirmishers are definitely the way to go now. I wouldn't be making any more archers. I would make sure to readjust your economy and take some villagers off of gold. You don't want to be stockpiling so much gold like that. So if Jordan keeps making archers, then his gold count will be fine. But if he starts making skirmishers, then his gold count is going to skyrocket, which is not going to be good. And likewise for the Viper. The Viper going 3 archery range. That's very aggressive. If the Viper wants to go for a town center in the Castle Age, then that's certainly going to hurt, adding all that extra wood into the archery range. And look at how many skirmishers the Viper has. All skirmishers for him. And there's still a good mass of archers. I don't know if Jordan's going to consider a knight switch. We'll keep an eye on that. Oh, going to add a watchtower at home. I wasn't expecting that at all. I don't think that's necessary at all. I think the resources would be better spent with just a very cheap double-layer wall or some houses there. All right, big fight. Jordan going to take the hill. A little bit of back and forth. Right now, military count, 28 to 23. Still larger military for Jordan. He's taking the better engagements this game. Yeah, beast mode Jordan. Exactly. And that archer number got very thinned out in this army. Again, do we see a stable? No stable quite yet. Here's the Castle Age. Crossbow bodkin arrow coming in. It's not quite done yet. Remember, the lead skirmisher upgrade was maybe 100, 150 resources more expensive in the Conquerors, so we don't see that upgrade as often. Instead, gonna get the leather archer armor. And here we go, lead skirmisher coming in from the Viper. He's got way more skirmishers, it's much more worth it for him. Quick walling was not as easy without the palisade gates. And these archers are gonna run in. Jordan could lose his entire army at the expense of doing some eco damage to the Viper. The Viper's got a lot of idle villagers. Is this going to be worth it? Depends on what Jordan's follow-up is. He's going to go Siege Workshop. So no stable, he's going to go Siege Workshop instead. So what Jordan can do, I think he's going to lose his entire army, but Jordan needs to keep his army alive as long as possible. Keep them busy, that's the wrong way. Don't go that way, don't go that way, Jordan! Oh, going to lose a few archers. Going to lose more than a few archers, that's 3 down already. And the Viper's going to split up half his army. What Jordan should do, he should come back to the left. But he can't see this, obviously. Can't see how the army's split. Gonna go back to the gold. Can't pick off 4 villagers. That's 4 easy villagers. 1, 2, this one, 4. Wow. Okay, that might be worth it to lose the army now. Jordan should be 7 villagers up. However, now all skirmishers, they're going to take everything out. So the Viper's going to go ahead in military count. However, he's way behind in the villager count. He's 17 villagers down. And part of that is that Jordan has added a second town center. Going to add a archery range, going to add a 3rd town center. What a beast. What a beast Jordan is. Keeping his archers and skirmishers alive, going to keep them walking around. This mangonel will apply some pressure. Jordan really going to this wood line, and once again it's open. Those mangonels opened a hole. These skirmishers are not going to be able to counter the mangonels. Mangonels are on top of the hill. Look at this position. When was this final? It was in 2013. And let's see what this mangonel can do. Shoot! Oh, that was not nice. Not nice at all. Mangonel's gonna come back. He's gonna be in time. Gonna shoot. Oh, 1 for 1. Okay. So Jordan losing 1 too many mangonels in total. Gonna get a good hit on the skirms. These archers still killing villagers. Villager count is now 30 ahead for Jordan. Gonna kill off some more skirmishers. And the Viper's only 10 army ahead, despite being 30 villagers down. What a domination from Jordan. In this Clash of the Titans final, looks like some archers going to the left side, making sure the Viper doesn't take this wood line. This is the Viper's only wood line, and look how messy it is. I don't think Jordan needs to dive in. I think right now, if you want to just make a night transition and just smash the Viper, that would be ideal. The Viper's heavily investing into siege workshops. Nice pickup from Jordan. Gonna kill some more military, evening up the military discrepancy. Let's take a look at Jordan's map. He needs to expand out to this gold on the left. There's golds on the right. One of these has to be his. No, actually, this one is his. So this is good. Gonna build the town center right there. Yeah, I think if you're Jordan, just go Knights and smash your opponent. This was played in 2013. Prime Jordan is actually 2019 Jordan. It might be. You know, all the players, the skill level is so much higher now than it was in 2013. I bet Jordan now could beat himself in 2013. But everyone else is so much better, too. Like AFC, like 2014. Oh, God. Maybe consider to add 2013 in the title. Yeah, I could do that. Not everyone looks at the title, surprisingly. People ask me questions about what's in the title all the time. I'm not sure exactly that would help. 2K100 rating? Of course. Sounds about right. Yeah, this is regular AOC. So Jordan finally making Elite Skirmisher. I want to see Knights. Actually, the Viper's got a little momentum. Is it going to do anything? Because Jordan has double the villagers. And Jordan can add some more archery ranges. I mean, in his position, he's got a commanding position. He's up at Imperial Age. He can do whatever he wants. But he's got to defend, at least for the next few minutes, from all these mangonels. So obviously, Elite Skirmisher is going to be the bet. No way the Viper can afford a Knight transition. Gonna add a few towers. His tower suddenly looks good from earlier in the game. And where's the Viper gonna push? Is he gonna push into these towers? Maybe. But these towers will buy a lot of time. Could push onto this wood line, but I don't really see it happening. Jordan's as well getting enough stone for a castle. And he's got these towers garrison, so they will be doing some chip damage to these skirmishers. Oh, now the Viper's getting serious. He kind of knows how far behind he is. He's getting 2 ramps. Look at how much siege he has. He's had both these siege workshops pumping away this entire time. Alright, so Jordan's got to have some serious army as well. Jordan has to go up this hill. But there's the castle. Jordan's safe for now. He's not going to die. Now, where the Viper can actually do some really significant damage is if he attacks this town center on the right. Jordan has been mining this gold this entire time. There is a measly 900 gold left. If he destroys this town center, then the Viper should have access to this gold. Or keep Jordan away from this gold. Then he could do some real damage. And that's exactly what he needs. It's a lot of skirmishers, but these mangonels will do the job. Again, from Jordan, I'm just missing a few knights. Knights would destroy everything. Imagine 5 knights. It could be Castle Age knights. Doesn't have to be Imperial upgraded knights. But they would destroy everything. Alright, it's going to be a few berserks. Especially the Castle Age version. The Castle Age berserks are not as good as in the modern expansions. Chemistry coming in. I'm going to try to micro the skirmishers against the mangonels. And this whole time, still, Jordan is at least 60 villagers higher. Taking a look at the Viper's base. Does he have a second town center? Gonna add a second town center right now. Gonna add another archery range. These rams are going back. Why are they going back? That doesn't make any sense. I guess he doesn't want to lose them. He's gonna redirect them to the right side. The Viper gonna catch out these villagers. Alright, Jordan's not taking a lot of gold. Is he taking gold on the left? He's taking a little bit. He's got 650 gold left. Jordan actually making scale mail armor. I don't know if that's a full transition. Where's Jordan's army? Did it just melt? I think it melted. A lot of blue bodies here. Almost no army for Jordan. How's his resources doing? It's not doing too well. He has enough stone for a second castle, but he needs a castle in this area. Gonna lose a lot of villagers now. Oh, God. Racer will do the job. Well, 2 of the mangonels are down. 3 of the mangonels down. I guess villagers will do the job. I think these skirmishers do about as much damage as a Castle Age crossbow against mangonels. It's not really that much. Ooh, gonna lose a lot more skirmishers. And gonna pick that off. The villager discrepancy going down to 35. Was just at 50 a second ago. Gonna build a town center in the middle of the map for no reason. Probably to get some wood, I guess. I don't know. But Jordan still looks to be doing it in better shape. Now the Viper's push is pretty much stopped. Jordan can get all his Imperial upgrades. He's already got great skirmishers. He can drop down 2 more castles. Like to see some mangonels in the south. Jordan's still not building any mangonels. And let's see. Gonna go back to that sweet spot that he's been hitting all this game, and now he's gonna have the Arbalest upgrade. Go in! Go in, Jordan. Go in, do some damage. There you go. Oh, this castle looks like it's gonna get denied. Might be a doubt castle. Another castle coming in the south. Well, he needs a castle here. He still needs access to this gold. Jordan is not taking any gold anymore. Well, he's gonna have to use his market. Let's check the market price. Food and wood is decent. It's not great. 60 gold for every 100 wood and food. Good castle. That's gonna secure stone. You could always sell stone if you don't want it. Show the doubt castle. Well, it's a doubt castle no more. It's not really a doubt castle. I mean, if Jordan was going to sacrifice all of his 106 villagers to get the castle up, then it'd be a doubt castle. But no, there's the regular castle. Looks like the raid on the top being cleaned up. Jordan too slow to go in. Too hesitant. The Viper's kind of coming back. Well, he is coming back, but he's got a long way to go. Imperial Age coming in. Still 30 villagers more for Jordan. Almost a third more economy. If he could pick off these mangonels, that would be great. There's not that many Arbalests, so they're not doing too much damage. Just gotta be careful. Make sure these Arbalests... Oh! Don't get hit. And they should kill the mangonels. A few more hits and that one will be down. And this game's getting closer and closer. Jordan can make a Berserk transition. I mean, even if he has a little bit of gold. If he secures this gold, might have enough gold for a Berserk transition. And it might be worth it with all these skirmishers in the mix. Of course, the Viper can transition to Arbalest, which would be a big problem. So you're going to want to raid with the Berserks. But a Berserk skirmisher combination, especially with Rams, can be very good. He is taking his gold. Yeah, finally. We have these 2 other golds on the right side. That can be very important later on in the game. The left side, there's not a whole lot of things here. Surprisingly, none of the players getting any relics, and both I know at least the Viper loves to get his relics. Maybe not in this day and age. Jordan taking another gold, so he should be good on golden income for now. A lot of skirmishers in the Viper's army. This is begging for some sort of counter to the skirmishers. And yet Jordan still does not go into it. Probably because of his civilization. Doesn't want to go into knights. Doesn't want to go into berserks. If he could afford the Onager upgrade, that would be ideal. Look at the map control from the Viper. The Viper actually has more map control. That wins him so much more games. Just because of that simple fact. And there we go. Onager upgrade for Jordan. He could finally afford it. Finally afford the last armor upgrade as well. Going to add 2 siege workshops. This is the key. We still have 30 more villagers for Jordan. And let's take a look at the right side. Just tons of skirmishers. I'm going to run straight on into castle. Numbering being done. And now with that Onager upgrade, that changes things. These skirmishers are no longer as effective. A really great upgrade to have in a Vikings war. What are the staples of a Vikings war? At least in Age of Conquerors, it's going to be Siege Ram, Onager with Siege Engineers, Arbalest, and Skirmisher. And that's it. That's all you need. Alright, let's see if these Onagers... Oh, that's a lot of shots. I swear those cannonballs started coming out of the Onager before it even did the animation. One castle for the Viper. One measly castle only. Jordan retaking the map control. Now it's more important than ever to hit this wood line, as the Viper's wood lines in the back have ran out. And all Jordan needs, he needs a little more army, and he needs a trebuchet. That's all he needs. And siege engineers. Maybe siege ram. Here comes the trebuchets. Here's another important gold. 3 important golds this game. Oh boy. The Viper losing a lot of villagers. Here's the 3 important golds. Siege engineers on the way. Capped ramp. Jordan probably not going to pay attention and going to lose the Onager. Yes, he is. Even scale barding armor coming in. That's a nice upgrade if you're floating food. Nice Onager shots from the Viper. Going to pick off a lot of Onagers. So 2 Onagers for 3. And Jordan might be 1 step ahead. If he can transition to light cavalry, that would be so great for him. If he's got the economy for it. I think he does. He's on 130 villagers. Gonna take that gold, my bad. Jordan just sitting here in the middle. I think he should be attacking the castle, not the archery ranges. But it's good if he takes out the production. Either way, Jordan looks to be in a dominating position. It's going to be really hard for the Viper to come back from this position. Jordan has breached on the left side. As well, this takes away 1 of the stones for the Viper. The Viper only has this 1 castle this entire game. Finding that gold. I know the Viper really wants this gold. He needs it very badly. But Jordan's got a few Onagers out here. And the Viper's going to need something to deal with those Onagers. He's going to need light cavalry of his own. And finally, Jordan's going to pick up some of those relics. He's got 2 in the bank already. There they are. Going to take a 3rd. This is going to be great for late game. Just the big thing that's going to win Jordan this game. And the big reason the Viper's going to lose. This gold, and this gold all belong to Jordan. And what are you going to do in a Vikings war without gold? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Finally, Trebuchet's attacking the right castle. Viper going to build a basically useless castle. He needs to get over to these golds. He needs to do that if he's going to win. And he needs to do it before he runs out of his own gold. Alright, is Jordan going to push up this hill? Capture him now done. They're basically useless. Or not. Okay, gonna kill it. Oh no, I'm sure. There's the GG. Viper giving the GG. What a great game played by Jordan. Jordan getting tons of villager kills nice and early. And just trading away his army for villager kills. The Viper had a big push that was coming. And I was a little surprised that Jordan didn't transition away from a different unit. But his economy was so good, he didn't actually have to. Why go towards your Civ strength, Civ weakness when you could go towards your Civ strength? And yeah, what a great play from Jordan. Just being at the right place at the right time. That sneaky men-at-arms rush. Jordan was very patient. I wouldn't have been as patient, but that looked really good. Looks like the Viper and Jordan switch accounts. No, the Jordan's actually really good. He's a really good player. Let's take a look at the achievements. Oh, yeah. Here we are. More units killed from the Viper. Surprising. Very surprising. But that goes into that economy that Jordan had. Much more food, much more wood. Look at how much more wood. And much more gold. So the economy stats are always more important than the military stats, at least in this game. Timeline. Jordan was beast. Yes, he was. Alright, gonna exit out of here. And let's move straight on into the second game. This is a... I'd like to say it's a best of 9, but really it's all 5 games played. Well, it's a round robin, so it doesn't really matter. So let me just change the score, which I always forget to do. But not this time. I'm going to give 1 point to Jordan. And that was actually Game 5, Arabia Mirror Civilization. Let's go to Game 1, Arabia Huns War. And here we go. And by the way, thanks everyone for joining us. We have 165 viewers now. That makes me very happy. But more than that, I like to see an active chat. Hello everyone and welcome to, this is actually game 1. It's probably the second game you're seeing if you're on YouTube. It's because I messed up the order, but that's okay. Every game counts in the series. It's all 5 games being played. This is game 1 in the round robin finals between TheViper and Jordan in Clash of the Titans, which was a 2013 tournament, long time ago, played on the Conquerors, of course. This is going to be a Huns mirror matchup. Huns Wars were super popular back in the day. They were one of the funnest Civ matchups to see. And why are they maybe a little bit more fun than it depends on your opinion, of course, than the modern day Huns Wars? Well, because cavalry archers were cheaper back then, led to a much more aggressive castle age, and certainly were a lot of fun to watch. They may or may not have been nerfed in the recent balances, but Huns Wars were really fun to watch. And really fun, even funner to play. Lots of micro involved. Your army has to be in the right place at the right time. Very fast-paced. You should hopefully be in for a good game. Right now, score on the top, as you can see, it's 1-0. Jordan taking what was technically the last game, actually, in the series. But we saw how beastly Jordan can play back in 2013. At one point, I think he was probably better than TheViper at his top. Whether that's in this series, I'm not sure. I don't remember the series if I have watched it, maybe 6 years ago. I've been around for quite some time, if you don't know. Jordan gonna lure in his boar. Let's take a look at the maps. So, Jordan got these nasty pawns, which are going to be obstructing these wood lines later in the game, because eventually Jordan will have to move out to these wood lines, probably place a town center, maybe here, I don't know. Get wood. This wood is not going to last very long at all. It is safe for the time being. Golden stones on the left side. I think they're relatively safe, especially if Jordan wants to wall here. Berries is kind of forward. This is a very nasty map for Jordan. The berries are going to be hard to defend. And more importantly, just taking wood in the mid game is going to be impossible. And even the early game. I mean, Jordan's going to have to place a second lumber camp here, which will be very vulnerable. And it's still on a hill. So that's very nasty. You cannot see anything with this resolution. This is standard resolution. I'm watching it on my phone. We cannot see anything with the resolution. Does anyone else have a problem with the resolution? Let me know in the chat. But this is pretty standard for me. TheViper has a wood line to the right. Now look at this wood line. Nice and thick wood. That's what we like to see. As well, he's got the deer here. So he'll most likely lure those. And she's saying it's fine. Okay, I'll go with your word. There may be a resolution problem on the overlay. I'm not sure exactly why. If you have a problem, again, when we get to the overlay, just point that out, and hopefully I can fix it. Anyway, nice thick wood for TheViper. So that's going to be great for the early game, the mid game, whatever. Woodline on the front, it's very, open exposed, but at least it's a nice woodline, nice and thick. Woodline on the left, nice and thick. TheViper with the map hacks. Gold is on a hill, which is not nice at all. I don't even know where to place this mining camp. Stone on the forward part. So this overall is just a Arabia map that's just a nasty Arabia map for both players. TheViper, both of his golds are in the forward position on top of this hill. That's going to be very nasty. This is going to be a fun Huns War. This is going to be a lot of raiding, a lot of control of these resources. It's going to be super all over the place. It's going to be hard to place down town centers. It should be great. And already I'm just cringing at Jordan's woodline. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villagers on this wood line. After about a minute, they're going to be exhausting this wood line entirely. Jordan, interestingly, he's actually going to go for a wall and drush. This is a defensive build. I would have liked to see a scout rush. Why not do a scout rush on this kind of map? Instead, Jordan's going to go with the defensive build. Going to place 4 farms. I hope he's not going to go for a fast castle. That would be super, super risky, especially on this map. I bet you TheViper's not expecting this. Let's actually take a look at their scouting. Jordan seeing everything important. TheViper, does he see the barracks? TheViper has not scouted the barracks at all. And I bet he's not expecting this. Gonna delete those walls at exactly the wrong time. And that scout taking too many arrows, but these militia are still nice and healthy. No quick walls from TheViper. Quick wall, quick wall. Oh, gonna do it right away. Jordan was way too slow. Still, no. Why are you getting so close to the town center? If you're these militia, just attack the palisade walls. That would be the best bet. Stable coming up from the Viper. I like... Well, he's gone to this very left wood line. I like that, actually. Especially with these walls he's done. These are very creative walls. He's got this back pocket nice and secured. This wood line's pretty secured, especially if he walls here. And it'll keep in his gold. That's an added bonus. But look at the Viper's positioning. I really like his map. Where is Jordan going? He's going back with his militia. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jordan? I don't like this play at all. Jordan's actually going for a fast castle. Is he? No. No, he is going for a fast castle. Incredible. Viper map packs all the way in 2013, yeah. Where it's nice and thick wood. Oh yeah, it's a little weird on the phone. I don't know why. Maybe I try to address that later. So Jordan actually coming back with these militia, hoping they'll help defend against the scout rush. This is usually something you don't do with a militia rush. You don't usually come back. There's the archery range. We'll probably see a blacksmith somewhere. There we go. No, okay. No blacksmith. Let's see if these villagers can defend. Of course, they'll have to be defending from downhill. How old are these games? They're from 2013. And with that spearman in the mix, now these militia are looking a lot better. I'm surprised Jordan didn't go with the blacksmith right away. He's going to go with it now. Just need a little more time to collect up his food. Doesn't look like he's idled this town center at all, which is great. And going to get one more palisade? Yeah, there we go. And these militia and spearmen doing a pretty good job until those berries have been exhausted. So at least they did kind of pay for themselves. Again, I wish Jordan would have just attacked that palisade and caused those villagers to repair. Puts a little pressure on. Very nice walls for the Viper. But look at this gold. He needs a second mining camp on the gold right away because, again, it's on a hill. Saturation is really bad. These villagers are walking forever. Archers coming out. The Viper's going to be putting on a lot of aggression. Going to get bloodlines even. Jordan's going to have to defend for the time being. He doesn't have a single archer out. He's not even building an archer. And why is that? His wood is terrible. He's got tons of gold, but he can't really use his wood. He's chosen to go for a fast castle with a terrible map, and this is what happens. That means Jordan has been only able to access this one wood on the left. This right side would be hittable by archers or tower. And since Jordan doesn't have any wood, he's only able to make archers now. Is he going to make archers? No, he's going to go cavalry archers. That's so risky. One tower should defend. So good, just going to go cavalry archers. They are so much cheaper for the Huns. Especially with this balance. Going to garrison the tower. If the scouts get in under the tower, you can have the militia moving forward. And actually, the Viper's going to get in under that gold. This is actually not going to do too much damage because Jordan has actually got way too much gold in the bank. So if he can be idled for a little bit, that's not too bad. So I would say successful defense from Jordan. In fact, he's probably leading this game. That one tower doing all the job. And Bodkinare coming right away from Jordan. And he's going to go straight to his opponent's base. Very nice defense from Jordan. I don't know if I would have tried this strategy again. Obviously, the Viper's not really a player to go forward. So maybe he took that into consideration. And let's see what these cavalry archers can do. You don't want to fight head up, straight up. They don't have armor, they don't have bloodlines, they don't have numbering or ballistics, which makes them all a lot stronger. So you're just going to want to find the weak spots and raid with the cavalry archers. Try not to lose any. A little bit of micro. Cavalry archers with one more range than the archers, but a lot less accuracy. And only going to lose one cavalry archer. Two cavalry archers, my bad. So putting on a little pressure, but I think the Viper's in an okay spot. He's got two towers. He'll soon be able to afford another one on this wood. And of course, he's taking wood on the left. Finally going to add that mining camp. Now, what do you do if you're joining this position? You don't lose your cavalry archers for free, obviously. Yeah, going to move around to that gold. sorry, to that wood. Now you can try to move on to these farms. But there's not a whole lot that Jordan can hit any longer. I think you keep massing cavalry archers. And you add some town centers. Or you add a siege workshop. Or university. Probably the town center. However, again, no wood for Jordan. Still, that wood line's terrible. He's finally transitioning. Try to get some value out of these scouts. Are these cavalry archers weak? No, they're fine. Maybe gonna lose one. Definitely gonna lose one. Is he gonna lose two? I think that's worth it. Worth it for Jordan. Okay, now cavalry archers with one armor. Makes them a lot beefier. And I think the Viper's probably in a better position now that Jordan hasn't done too much damage. With his cavalry archers, siege workshop going to come up for the archers. So these archers will be a lot more vulnerable to mangonels than, say, mangonels from the Viper would be at killing the cavalry archers of Jordan. And this is where all of his economy focus is going into. He's got tons of gold. And he's not going to be able to add a town center anytime soon. This is what we were talking about in the early game. That these maps are so open, it's going to be so much a battle for resources. That Jordan has opted to go with the siege workshop instead of his second town center. And let's see what the Viper does. Is he going to counter with the town center, or is he going to counter with the siege workshop of his own? With that many crossbows, I think ballistics might even come before the siege workshop. Nope. There's the siege workshop right there. Going to build a knight as well. The knight already has bloodlines, interestingly. So the Viper's probably going to make some cavalry archers now. Villager count is almost dead even. One ahead for Jordan. Military count, dead even. Although the cavalry archers probably are a little bit better. But again, we don't have bloodlines. Back at Jordan's base. Taking this terrible wood line. Gonna build a stable for bloodlines. Gonna take some stone for a town center. We're not actually coming back because of this one archer. I guess some mind games. Oh no! Oh no! The Viper gonna kill some mangonels! Why is Jordan's army so out of position? That one knight paying for itself. That's why the Viper made that knight, but I didn't think it would ever get some of these mangonels. Is this live? I am live, but this game is from 2013. Numbering for both players at the exact same time. Such a critical upgrade for cavalry archers. Takes their accuracy from 50% to 100%. Makes them fire faster too. I'd even argue it's more important than ballistics. But both are very important upgrades, obviously. And Mangonel's going to come in right under the minimum range, and he's going to get an uphill attack, but it's not going to matter too much. Ballistics coming in for Jordan. That's a big one. I bet he wishes he had it right now, as he'd be picking off a lot of archers. And these cavalry archers are in, but they're not going to do a whole lot. Going to kill maybe a farmer or two. There you go, gonna get one. And here's the big fight, I missed it! Oh god, I'm sorry. Oh god, but it looks like Jordan might win this fight. He got a big hit on the crossbows, killing maybe 8 or 9 crossbows. A lot of cavalry archers went down in the process. But slight military lead for Jordan, pushing back the Viper's army. Oh man, I'm sorry I missed that. I was paying attention to the raid on the top. So Jordan's pushing. If he could get the siege workshop down, that'll be great. Castle for the Viper, wow. Early castle, you normally don't go for castles, especially in this balance. Parkins are only able to be made from the castle, so we probably won't see them unless you're the player Splam back in the day. Was this what Jordan was good? Could never beat the Viper today. Well, A, Jordan is practicing a lot recently. Maybe he'll get back up to that level. He's practicing a lot. And B, this was when Jordan was good. This was when he was really good, not just good. Nice fight from Jordan. Killing a ton of archers. Look at the military count. It's 31 to 12. Finally have our second town center from Jordan in a terrible spot, but that's the best he can do. Gonna come around, find these cavalry archers as well. The Viper building a hidden town center on the right on this gold. He's not gonna be able to build anything here. And these golds are way out there too. Looks like that woodline was idle. I like this castle. It's going to help secure this wood, help secure this gold later on in the game, and of course secures these military buildings and this gold for now, and this hill. So that's a great castle position from the Viper. Only possibly better position might be on this hill. And that castle does a lot. I mean, it really obtains a lot of map control. If only the Viper can take a second castle right there, that would be great. Add command 12013. I could put in the title from the next game. And I think these cavalry archers might be downhill. At least a few of them are. So I don't like this fight at all from Jordan. I think he's got the numbers. It's going to be really close. Viper has to win this fight, can build that town center, and I think the reinforcements for the Viper are making all the difference. Hand card for Jordan. His economy's in a little bit better shape because of that. Watching him in NAC2 and ECL was tough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. He was a really great caster, though. I think he's... If he wanted to just... Well, A, if he wanted to stream regularly, he'd be successful, just because he's Jordan, and his personality's great. But I think he was really an excellent caster, and he'd be one of the best casters, if he wanted to be. Really enjoyed his casting. So 2 Meganos going to pressure this town center, but they're going to come from downhill. Economies are about the same. I think Jordan's is even a little bit better because he has handcart. But still a very close game. Jordan is the aggressive player, however. I'm going to build Siege Workshop there. If Jordan can maintain control of this hill and take down this town center, then I think he's going to win the game. Just because of goal control. If not, then it's very even. Viper was really lucky he got the town center up in the north. Really is enjoying all that gold, I'm sure. Another town center for Jordan, going to obtain another golden wood. Wood is really the big problem. You got to get your saturation better than this. It hurts your economy too much to have a terrible wood line like that. Looks like both Meganos went down and missing a lot of this. No, they just went back, okay. I think that's smart from Jordan because I think the Vipers got too much in this area. Yeah, he seemed to be having fun. Viper was dominant back then, just not as dominant. Oh, I would disagree with that. I think he was as dominant now as he was back then. He was really good at every stage. Jordan is one of those players that at one point really contested with the Viper. Mr. Yo is another. Mr. Yo winning WSVG, which the Viper was a part of. So the Mr. Yo at his top form was really great. And what other player? And Tim, of course. Tim had a really good rivalry with the Viper. Where Tim won in the 2010 Masters of Arabia 1 tournament. In the finals against the Viper, which I did cast. So there have been a lot of players that have come up to the Viper's level, but the Viper is unique in how long he's been at the top level. And of course Jordan, and of course Doubt as well. And that's not bad. Those Meganos getting a lot of shots on them. You don't expect to see them all go down from a Meganos shot, but Meganos do a lot of good damage, especially, oh, with another one. There you go. Alright, now this has changed things, in my opinion. We see a lot of cavalry archers going down for the Viper here. A lot of cavalry archers going down here. Look at how many went down for the Viper. And do you see any blue cavalry archers? Not at all. That's 15 cavalry archers right there. So now we have a sizable military advantage for Jordan. Both players still in the castle age. First castle coming up from Jordan. A very aggressive castle. And it's going to take away this gold. And that's great. And Jordan's going to kill a lot more villagers as well, too. A scary mess of cavalry archers. Handcart finally coming in for the Viper. And that castle's up. Imperial Age for Jordan. Where is the Viper? Is the Viper close? Viper's pretty close. A little more food. And he'll be up. This castle's really great for Jordan. If Jordan can get a trebuchet out very quickly and start hammering down these buildings and even killing just the mining camps, that would be great. Because this gold's running out. There's only 400 gold left there. But, on the other hand, the Viper, if he could defend for just a minute and get his trebuchets out, then they'll be attacking downhill. And since they're playing as Huns, the trebuchets are more accurate. So if the Viper wanted to pick off the trebuchets of Jordan, then that could happen as well. So on this right side, it looks promising for the Viper. However, as far as military numbers go, there might be 10 more. Oh, that could have been a dead castle. That could have changed the game. Jordan just looks a little bit further ahead in military. He's already got the Rams out. He's got better positioning this game. That's a huge, huge factor, especially when you're ahead in military. But the Viper's not going to raid anything on this left side with his castle here. He's not going to run around on the right side. Looks like the Viper killing a few cavalry archers is going to even it up to still a 10 difference in military. Now Jordan going to add a siege workshop in the forward position. Going to get, let's see if he can afford all the important upgrades. Going to get bracer, heavy cavalry archer. And going to work away on these archery ranges. Going to take the Viper away from his stone. Always good. I'm keeping an eye on this potential trebuchet battle on the right. Viper kind of getting caught out by these cavalry archers, so he's going to lose even more army. Now, one of the things you always have to consider in a Huns war is, I know cavalry archers, they're very quick, they're very mobile, they can do a lot of damage to your opponent's economy, but sometimes you just want to keep them at home because you don't want to lose them. So that's always something you have to consider. You don't want to get your army trapped when going for a raid. The Viper's actually got tons of Rams on this right side, and he's going to win this battle easy. That's great for him. And he could even kill a lot of villagers if he's quick. But on the other hand, we do have capped Rams on the south side. So the Viper has to defend here while he's pushing on the right side. Looks like a lot of these villagers will go down. That'll even up the villager discrepancy. So it looks like the Viper will have all the upgrades except for heavy cavalry archer. And Jordan's missing Parthian tactics. Gonna wait a little bit on chemistry as well. So players prioritize different upgrades. I think Parthian tactics is a really important one, especially in a cavalry archer versus cavalry archer war. We have a little momentum for the Viper on the right side. He's got a lot of Rams coming Jordan's way. Jordan's out of gold here. He's out of gold here. And where's Jordan taking gold? The Viper's gone up in the score lead. Where's Jordan taking gold? I don't see it. I don't see any gold for Jordan. This is a problem. Remember, the Viper moved over to this extra gold very early. These are his golds. I think this is an extra gold in the back. The Viper has all the gold in the map. Oh no! Taking this fight. We have better upgrades for the Viper. He's got extra 2 Pierce armor because of Parthian tactics. Jordan has forgotten this upgrade. It's a very cheap upgrade. No reason not to get it. The Viper's going to take this game. Rams are going to come in too late. How is Jordan going to replace his army without gold? Now we have Rams coming in through the front. What an excellent hold from the Viper. What an excellent game. I think just the map control for the Viper. This map did favor Viper a little bit. This gold was a little closer. This gold in the back was closer. Of course, Jordan, I think, had this extra stone. But is Jordan's fault for not seeing these villagers build this town center? Jordan couldn't push this town center early game and take away the gold. Didn't even build a trebuchet from this castle. Decided to push in the middle, but there was nothing in the middle. There's no gold in the middle. Again, all the gold's on the right side. Jordan should have pushed the right side, even though he would have gone uphill. And now it's not looking so good for Jordan. He's got the Hussar tech, so he's one step ahead there. But even then, the Viper getting plate barring armor, siege ram. Well, the Viper uses his map very well, so it's not just the map hacks. Let's see. The Viper, 250 gold there. Let's mine out of this one. There's tons of gold on this gold mine. Let's check the market prices. Wood is pretty bad, 43. And food is not great either. You're going to want food because you want Husser. Jordan now transition elite skirmisher. That's the best he could do. He's going to have to try to out-survive the Viper for now, as the Viper is still taking gold. Looks like wood might be a problem for Jordan as well. All of these wood lines forward. This castle's nice. It helps to defend. And this is where the majority of the Viper's army is. Viper clearly with more army. Just following these cavalry archers. There's not that many for Jordan. He can't really replace them. Getting husbandry now, that's another late upgrade from Jordan. I'm sure the Viper already has it. And now Husser is done for the Viper. Maybe we see the GG when he sees all of these Hussars coming into his base. Here we go. Finally, Parthian tactics being done from Jordan. But it would have been a lot more useful in that big fight in the south. Jordan does have 2 relics. Yeah, but the Viper has 1. There's 2 more up for grabs down in the south. And I don't know. I don't know how Jordan is going to combat these cavalry archers. There's just too many. A lot of Husser too. And with the siege ram and trebuchets, that'll give a lot of pushing power if he wants to push this castle down. And there's the GG. Well played, Viper. Yes, it was. What a hold. The Viper's really well known for doing these kind of crazy holds that other players would crumble with. Take a look at the achievements. Better KD for the Viper. Economy goes either way, but I think this was really a tale of, well, about 2,000 extra gold and map control. The Viper, even though he was getting pushed, he didn't lose control of the critical areas of his map. He lost that middle area, but that wasn't actually very important. And he could see that. So, let's update the score. And we're going to go on in just a minute to what will be actually the second game, but the third game that we'll cast today. Out of 5. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in just 1 minute. And I'm back. Let me update the title to put the year in there. Everyone's asking. And we'll jump into the next game right now. Thanks everyone for joining us. There we go. And let's jump into the third game, which will be it will be home map of the winner of the loser of game 1. So game 1 technically. So this will be Jordan's home map. And there's so many maps in the map pool, I'm not going to go over them. Let's see what it is. Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to, is this... Oh, I was about to say, looks exactly like the last game, but no, it's not. This is actually Double Arabia, and this is going to be technically Game 2 in the series between the Viper and Jordan. This is the final round-robin stage of Clash of the Titans, which was a 2013 tournament. And I don't know if I've seen this exact match, but I saw a lot of matches with this kind of setting. Basically, what I learned from these settings. So in a classic Huns War, usually you think about cavalry archers. I think that the Night Rush is actually a little bit stronger in Double Arabia. From what I've seen. Sometimes you go cavalry archers, but the Night Rush, you can get the knights out earlier. It's really hard to micro two groups of cavalry archers from each base. So normally what we see is a lot of fast castles into Night Rushes. But sometimes you can see scout rushes. It's been a long time since I saw this map. It's been since this tournament. Actually, ooh, Jordan missing these sheep. Not nice. And yeah, this is going to really split up players' micro. As you can see, a little bit different builds because players don't have quite the actions per minute to do their standard builds. If you're going to do... I mean, the ideal thing is to do the standard build for each town center, but that takes way too much actions per minute to lure both boars at exactly the same time, to get all the sheep, to move both scouts. So as you can see here, Jordan going with the quick mill. And the Viper, with a more standard build, hasn't got his lumber line up yet. And yeah, so another thing that you can see in Double Arabia is that each kind of base can be specialized. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. For example, the Viper can maybe have double the villagers on this gold on the right because it is in the back. Then say on this map here, where if you were putting the regular amount of villagers on this gold, then it could be easily raidable, as this gold is more towards Jordan's base. There's almost no potential for walls on this map, unless the Viper wants to like wall here, here, and here. Another potential thing you could see is players walling one of their maps, one of their town centers completely off. That might be possible actually with the Viper's town center here, here, and here. But we'll have to see. This is going to be a very aggressive match. Both players, of course, start with 2 scouts, so they can potentially pick off villagers. Taking a look at Jordan's scouting, moving out right now. Seeing a lot of his own map. Gonna sort out that wood line, that's not too nice. And we'll see when these players click up to the next stage if they're going to go with a quick scout rush or going to go with the night rush or something different. Certainly we won't see any militias. Going to find these 2 sheep of the Viper. Hopefully send them. Nope, not going to send them anywhere. Kind of a gentleman's agreement. Going to see these berries. Let's take a look at the Viper scouting. The Viper moving out just right now. And probably will find his opponent's town center. Now, both players having both their scouts together, that's so that one of their scouts doesn't get attacked by the scouts of their opponent. And also so they can kill villagers. So the Viper's sending a lot of villagers to gold. He's going up very quickly. Jordan's going to see this. This is nice that he can see that the Viper's gone over to gold really quickly. These villagers are on a hill, which is good in defense of these villagers. And Viper seeing the mill in the back for Jordan. So I'm guessing here that Jordan is probably going to go for a fast castle. And the Viper is probably going to go for a scout rush. And just taking a look at Jordan's resources. Jordan's got a ton of food already. So, as you can see here, it's only a minute difference. You can wait 1 more minute to go for a fast castle. Or you can go up a minute earlier for the scout rush. But then again, maybe you could do 2 stable scouts and do double the damage. Jordan coming back to help defend it from these scouts of the Viper. Jordan going to wall a bit. Is this alive? I am currently alive. Thank you for asking about my well-being. Yes. The series is from 2013. I am live. So I'm going to take out that scout. Viper's going to dance a little bit. This scout now has +2 attack because it's in the feudal age. And that kind of makes the scout rush a little bit better if you already start with 2 scouts. Go get the attack right away. And Jordan could actually lose the scout. I don't know what he's doing with it. We'll have those 2 sheep there. We have 1 stable in the bottom. Only one stable. Yeah, only one stable from the Viper. I guess he needs a lot of food because he's still building villages from 2 town centers. This one's idle. Oh, and this one's going to Castle Age. My bad. The Viper just went with a super fast Castle Age. I wasn't expecting that at all. And that said, Jordan's actually not that far behind. Let's take a look. We've got a 15-second difference. And yet Jordan has what appears to be 6 more villagers. So 6 villagers, 3 villagers. That's about... So Jordan is about, like, 5 villagers up. So he has a cleaner build. Is it going to be worth it for the Viper to get up that much quicker? Probably not. Viper going to wall off there like we discussed earlier on. I wouldn't be surprised to see him wall here as well. And the Viper is taking only this gold on the bottom right side, is not taking this gold here. A lot of farms around both TCs, but more in the north. A lot of idle villagers. Wow. A lot taking berries. And we have 3 stables from Jordan in the north. Bottom side's going to get walled. So both players walling their bottom sides. And here we go. 2 stable only from the Viper. Does he have another stable here? No. Okay. I'm going to add a town center right away. So only 2 stable for the Viper. And Jordan's going to go 3 stable. Going to go down towards the south. It's not walled at all. I bet you Jordan's thinking he's going to have more time. No, actually, he's going to bring his knights down towards the south. This is good game sense from Jordan. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick off the, kill these knights. That spearman going to help out a lot. Great decision to make that spearman. Wow. Great foresight. Hopefully, quick wall, quick wall. Quick wall. Quick wall, what are you doing? The knight's going to stay behind too. And that's going to even up the villager numbers. Oh, what a nice raid for the Viper. He's going to lose 2 knights. But going to kill 4 villagers and even going to get another on the gold. Going to kill 1 more? No. So good early raid for the Viper. Villager numbers are 3 ahead for Jordan. Jordan has his second town center up on the wood. And it looks like we have a few knights roaming around the back. This early uptime for the Viper has really paid itself off. He's getting tons of villager kills. Double Arabia is so fun. Wow. Now Jordan's going to go out for a raid. It's completely walled on Viper's bottom map. The top map is where he wants to go, but there's already a monastery here. Nice play. It's still not walled on the gold. Just need a little bit more and a little bit more, and you can stop worrying about these night raids. Villager numbers are dead even all of a sudden. Gonna kill yet another villager. That one was weak. That one's going down instantly. And gonna kill even more villagers. Now the Viper is 4 ahead. Gonna go 5 ahead. Jordan has a few more knights on the field. Trying to break into the south, but it's not working. And the Viper just going for the villager kills. Gonna grab even more. Now the Viper is 10 villagers up. And the Viper's making a transition to pikemen. Beautiful. Knights did finally get in. There is a monk. So that's just going to cause some idle time. I don't think he killed any villagers, actually. Although there's 2 to pick off here. So let's see if he's going to get these 2. And it looks like, yeah, gonna get deleted. So he got those 2 villagers. 66 to 74. More military out for Jordan. The Viper's making a transition to pikemen. And it looks like no more knights for the Viper. So he sacrificed a lot of his early knights to get those villagers. And now, since he's down too much in knights, in knight numbers, he's going to make a transition to pikemen. Here he goes. Scale armor coming in. So very defensive play from the Viper. It's leaving this bottom side very exposed. There's no pikemen in sight. There's no knights in sight. There's 1 monk to defend, 1 lonely monk. And now these palisade walls are down. Go in, Jordan. Go in, go ham. He's going to get foraging, going to get husbandry. That's going to make these knights even better at killing villagers. Viper's going to try to stonewall this off, but no quick gates. Let's see if he can get that monk right away. That monk is full faith. This is going to be tons of dead villagers. Now it's not looking so great for the Viper. So he sacrificed all of his knights, and now he doesn't have anything to defend with. Oh, thank you, Mr. GPN, for the subscription. Tier 1. Yeah, go Nobowski. Oh. It's just a mess in Viper's economy in the south. And he could even picked off more of these villagers. The Viper needs to send them back. You know why I still sub? Yeah, I know. Thanks a lot. Late bow-saw for Jordan. This raid really helped to even things up. We still have a villager advantage for the Viper, but a lot of these villagers still are not working optimally. And are these knights going to get out? No, they're not. That knight was blocking the exit. Knights are going to go for the villagers. They're going to get tons more villager kills. They could even get more on this side. Take a look at the villager numbers, evening up a lot. And this could have all been avoided maybe if we saw the Viper go up with walls a little bit quicker, not allow these knights to get in, or double layer walled here. This knight's going to do so much damage. More knights coming in for Jordan. Where's the Viper's army? Alright, now the Viper realizes he should not have discontinued his knights. Should not have gone full into pikemen. He should have built knights and pikemen. Because this is looking horrible for him. Thank you, Beowulf. Appreciate it. And now, for the first time in a long time, Jordan is ahead in the villager number. 96 to 93. Still has double the military. Jordan getting padded archer armor. Maybe doing a cavalry archer transition. Indeed, this is a much stronger army than the Viper. This pikeman transition did not work at all. And now the Viper's going to have to transition into cavalry archers of his own. This woodline's running around. Not running around. It's running out. All these villagers still idle in the south. And knights, once again, going to be able to get onto the gold. So much damage. That's a lot of damage. And surprisingly, the village number is still fairly even. Maybe the Viper has more town centers. I don't have the updated. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 town centers. 1, 2, 3, 4 town centers for Jordan. No, 5. There we go. But either way, these raids are still better than... It's better to kill a villager that was made than to not make a villager at all, because that villager, of course, costs 50 food to make. So Jordan's in a pretty good position. He's got more cavalry archers, still has more army. And look how close these players are all of a sudden. Siege Workshop, that's a great addition, especially for some mangonels. Stone would be great too for a castle. Both players are on fully boomed economies. And despite that fact, I would actually be surprised to see either player going up to the next age, as investment to army right now looks to be paying itself off. The Viper's still running all around with his villagers. Gonna run into some wolves. And still it's open here. Why is it still open? Why doesn't the Viper wall that off? This is incredible. I was about to say, I think Jordan should focus on the middle, but he keeps just killing villagers in the southern base. I'm sure he didn't kill any there, but he idled a lot of them. But when Jordan can, I think he should refocus on the top side. Looks like he's gearing up for a castle and a ram push. And I think just focus everything on this north, and he should be able to break the Viper. Wow, this looks like a 1.8k game. Well, that's what happens when you start with 2 bases, and you have to divide your actions per minute among 2 bases. Is the Viper still streaming? Yes, he does still stream. He hasn't streamed recently, but go to his YouTube channel and you can see his videos and such. He's going to be streaming more often in the next month, I bet you. They were 1.8k then. I don't think that's an accurate depiction. Welcome to the channel, ma'am. There we go. Imperial Age coming in from Jordan. Surprisingly, he was able to afford that. Castle coming up for the Viper, but Jordan is getting ready for a ram castle push in the Imperial Age. And still he's doing... Why is he still doing damage here? The Viper's trying to stonewall in the back just a little bit here. Why do you add some stonewalls here? The southern base is completely worthless for the Viper. It's done more damage than good. Nice fight with the pikeman, killing a lot of villagers. Oh, looks like this castle might... Nah, it's not going to get denied. This is a great position for Jordan. He's going to be able to get all of his Imperial upgrades, going to get some trebuchets, pressure this main gold of the Viper. No, he's trolling, he's trolling. Oh, God. Huge workshop there. GG went in. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Absolutely. What a great gameplay from Jordan. Despite a great early castle lead from the Viper. There we go. GG, well played. Wow. Jordan really showing us what top level play looks like against the Viper. And this is not a series that you get to see very often. You don't get to see a series where the Viper is down like this. And Jordan's looking like the stronger player. Wow, what a game. I'm really surprised because the Viper took like 10 villagers in all of those raids. It looked terrible for Jordan, but he was able to defend and did some massive damage on the southern side. Look, complete surround on this town center. I don't see, well, there's a few farmers working, but almost no villagers working on the southern town center. Wow, what an excellent game from Jordan. Viper's the master coming back. Not when he's already resigned. But otherwise, I would agree with you. Military stats 156 to 83. Better eco for Jordan. And here's your timeline. A little bit of a power spike for Viper right there. Alright, let's update the score and go on to the next game. Here we go. Jordan taking the lead 2-1 in this Clash of Titans final round robin game series from 2013. Game 3 is going to be home map of I think this is the home map of the Viper. And then after this game, we'll have game 4, which is COT map pack, Mirror Civilization. Here we go. Oh, Master coming back in the series. We'll see. I never count him out. Hello everyone and welcome to, this is going to be the third game, home map of the Viper in this Clash of Titans tournament replay. This is a tournament from 2013. This is the final round robin stage. Score currently is 2-1, 2 for Jordan, giving us an extremely good showing. And it's everyone's favorite map and setting. We have Vikings War on, oh, my favorite map, Baltic. Everyone loves Baltic. So Baltic, if you don't know, huge lake in the middle, very narrow shoreline on the sides. This is going to come down to a galley battle. An AOC galley battle, nonetheless. So if you've been craving AOC Water Wars, you're going to get it. I don't know who's been craving that. Maybe a few people. But yeah, this is probably going to come down to a galley battle. So fire ships don't exist. Demo raft, well, fire ships do exist, but fire galleys don't exist. Demo rafts don't exist. Galleys are the only viable feudal age option, and boy, are there a lot of fish on this kind of map. I fully expect to see a galley battle, and after that, probably some more galley wars. There's a possibility for a landing. There's a lot of space here, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be so easy to spot that. I mean, if a landing were to happen, this would be a good place to land for Jordan because there's a lot of resources here. And for the Viper, a lot of resources on the left side as well, although the main gold's on the right. That was this third game. Yeah, score is wrong. I casted the last game. Yeah, I casted the last game. I casted the last game first because there was an error with that. So it's 1-1. No, this is the third game I'm casting to. No, this is the fourth game I'm casting today. My bad. My bad, my bad, everyone. This is the fourth game. This is the fourth game. This is the fourth game that I'm casting today, but it's the third game in the series because I casted the last game first, if that makes sense. So sorry to confuse everyone. The score up top is correct. Jordan gonna get his dock out right away. So is the Viper. Same timing. We have one deep fish in the area. For the Viper, this is not a great dock position. Only one deep fish in the area. The rest of these are kind of far away. And for Jordan's dock, he's got a lot more deep fish in the area. Look at all the deep fish. So many deep fish. So why do you pick Vikings on this kind of map? It's pretty obvious. Docks are cheaper. They have a good feudal age economy with wheelbarrow. And most importantly, all their galleys are discounted. So you really can't beat those bonuses. And players are just doing their opening builds. It's 5 to wood, standard. Standard opening builds. Get tons of food. Eventually, they'll take off all their villages on food and just get wood and gold and let their fishing ships take over for food. Wop W. And gotta tell my brother. Looks like there might be some internet connection in problems in this particular recording. Or this particular game. This is bad. Okay, apparently someone's brother's using all the internet connection. So I think I have an extra game in this pack. So we'll immediately go on to that game if they did decide to restore it. Both players going up to the field age in exactly the same timings. Nothing unusual here in this Baltic game. Jordan just finding out his opponent's map. Viper using an expletive to describe their connection and their experience. I have no idea what. I think either it's the Viper's brother or Jordan's brother. So they're going to save and exit, and this is why I have an extra game in this pack. So I'm going to restore this right away. With this extra recording. So this will just take me a second. I know you guys didn't want to miss the early parts of Baltic opening, so that's why I didn't start with this game right away. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, and we're back. After that very entertaining Dark Age on a Baltic map, we are back. And there we go. So basically, back in the day, the Viper was king of Galley Micro. It doesn't matter anymore. With the Galley Micro nowadays is completely different than the Galley Micro back then. Jordan was pretty good at it as well. And we'll see who's going to be better. But basically, with Galley Micro, you fire, you avoid the arrows, you try to hit your opponent. There, of course, is no ballistics, so that makes it kind of fun. 4 fishing ships. Only 3 fishing ships, interestingly, from the Viper. And is that the second dock? Well, actually, he's late on the second dock. Actually, and the Viper might pick off the scout. I think this is a sizable advantage for Jordan. He's got the second dock up already. He's got an extra fishing ship. Why is the Viper so slow to get the second dock up? That's interesting. Already 2 galleys coming out. And now 2 galleys for the Viper, so he's not that far behind. But Jordan will be the aggressor. Let's see how this patrol goes. First 2 shots hitting the fishing ship. Now he's going to try to go for it. We're not going to get anything. Hasn't lost... No, lost a little HP on both of these. And going to move back. Even Jordan's able to save a scout. Town center. Going to kill the scout of the Viper. That's very nice. That enables Jordan to go for a landing. If he wants to go for it. Now it's on the cards. And oh, no! Oh no! God, just as I say that. But why did you land on the right side? You should have landed on the left side. I guess he wanted to avoid that scout as it looped around, but... Man, that's bad luck. That's very bad luck. If Jordan just waited one more minute and decided to go with the transport on the left side... Wow. Finally, we have something to talk about in this Baltic game, I guess. Land army. So, if Jordan could get a tower up here, then he could take away the gold in the wood. I don't know if it'll happen. He's going to go there first. It's a safe tower. And where's the Viper going? He's going to stonewall there. And usually when you go for a landing, that means you lose water. But it doesn't look to be the case, as we have 9 military for each player. And that's a great tower. Actually, this was an outpost. That's a great tower. I don't think the Viper can see this. Of course you're not going to get town watch in a water battle. And we have 4 fishing ships versus 2 fishing ships. Looks like one went down. Jordan's playing excellent this game, despite having his transport seen. And if this tower goes up... Oh, man. Not all the villagers can work on this tower. It's up against the wood line. Let's see how this goes. Tower's up. Is he going to garrison right away? Yeah, he is. Let's see if he can kill some villagers. That one's going to go back. Or is it going to die? This tower's almost up. Now, this tower isn't fully garrisoned. It's only firing 2 extra arrows. I would try to force up that tower. I think you could definitely get it. Back on the water. Looks like the Viper's going to take a very favorable engagement. But that said, this is really disrupting the Viper's economy. He's now going to stone. The Viper is not going to be able to continue making galleys. So even though he's taken a good engagement, I think Jordan should continue to fight on the water. And now he's up to 4 docks. The Viper's only up to... No, he's up to 4 docks too. And military count is almost even. It's 10 to 9. Here we go. Now 9 to 9. And I think Jordan should be winning the water. He should win the water shortly. With all this disruption to the Viper's economy. The Viper's still not taking any gold. His gold's over on the left side. And how is he not taking gold? He's going to berries. Finally going to take gold. Did the Viper have a surplus of gold or something? He still has a little bit. Is he making galleys? He's not making galleys anymore. The Viper will lose the water if he doesn't make galleys soon. And that's a big deal. You're going to have so much map control. Going to be able to take out the docks and, of course, obtain the fish. And winning water on the old balance is certainly a lot more favorable than the new balance. With the galleys, galleys take out the docks and are able to prevent docks from going up a lot easier. And actually, look at the mini-map. We have a sneak from the Viper as well. A sneak from the snake. I have to make that the title of one of my videos. That's a good title. But yeah, the Viper transporting over secretly. And this could do some major damage. It looks like Jordan might have been expecting it. He's got some palisade walls up. It's not walled in the north, however. He's got no military buildings back at home. He's up to the castle age much sooner. Let's see if the Viper can do some damage with this forward. If it doesn't, then this will put the Viper heavily behind. And the Viper has no farms. He's taken a lot of berries, but he's nowhere near going up to the next age. He's spending everything just to make sure he's able to keep his galley production up and his archers coming out. Alright, let's see if the Viper can do some damage. He should be able to do some damage. But Jordan maybe could do a little quick walls right here. And here. Prevent any damage. Alright, let's see. How fast is Jordan's reaction going to be? Should see the archers moving past these houses at the moment. There we go. Does he see anything? No reaction yet. The archers are going to get in on the wood line. Little quick walls. Alright, that's going to prevent the massive damage. Let's see if this town center goes up. We have fletching done on these archers. Back at the water. Jordan taking all of the water control. It's now 18 to 12 military. Some of them being archers, of course, from the Viper. Town center will go up for Jordan. I see one dead body. And these archers don't quite have the range to do too much damage. They're just going to pummel these archers. Siege Workshop coming up from Jordan. Should be a successful defense. I wonder if Jordan's going to push on this top side. Jordan's completely won the water. Lots of galleys to spare. Gonna finish that off. We have no Bodkin arrow yet for Jordan, which is unusual. I guess he can't afford it. Gonna add a watchtower into the skull. That's not nice. So I guess this aggression from the Viper is actually paying itself off. We don't have any of those water upgrades. Jordan should be a little bit ahead in economy, but not really by that much. This is a lot of lost resources that he's getting. And where's Jordan going with these villages? He's going to build a town center and he's going to build a lumber camp. Realizes he doesn't need that much stone. Jordan. How much stone do you have? 271. That's not too bad. Look at this villager. Gonna repair this palisade. Megano got a good shot on these archers. Now we have a stable for the Viper. The Viper is very serious in this area. Jordan needs to address this. He needs to add a monastery. Maybe he wants to add archer ranges of his own. Maybe add some bigger walls. We have the Scorpion coming out. Oh, and this is nice. These galleys can actually range the wood line. This wood line is completely taken away, again, by the tower. Again, I think the Viper should have forced up that tower. This is not nice at all. Galleys denying a lot of this lumber. But this is where the Viper is betting on. He's betting that this area of the map will be able to do some damage. We have 3 town centers out from Jordan. He just needs to defend. The stone walls are going to help so much. Going to buy him so much time. Jordan has to defend this one area. He's going to put a tower up there too. No, actually an outpost. So nothing going on up here. Is the Viper going to play this one town center? It looks like he will. He's going to add a lumber camp in the south instead of a town center. This is pretty all in from the Viper. He's got knights, some crossbows. We have the defense already set up for Jordan. He's got a Megano behind some walls. Actually got 2 Meganos and a Scorpion. We even have a monastery coming up for Jordan just to collect some relics and probably defend. Look at how many farms Jordan already has. He's got tons of farms. That's great for him. And of course, he could add some more fishing ships if he wants. Horse collar coming up now. That's not the best, but okay. Another siege workshop for the Viper. I like it. He needs to make this pay off. No town centers back at home for the Viper. Finally, Balcony coming in. And let's see how this push goes for the Viper. He needs to make it work. And let's get that Megano. Let's see how the Megano micro goes. Ooh, that was close. Jordan's gonna repair that Megano. Another outpost coming in the back. So far, Jordan defending. However, now we have, since we have those double siege workshops working, we have double the Mangonels for the Viper. Fortified walls to even coming in for Jordan. Wow. I think we need to see something else from Jordan. It looks like he's going to go for a landing. Doesn't have careening yet, so can't garrison that many. 2013, what a time to be alive. Lol. And killing a lot of villagers, now killing a lot of Mangonels. Okay. Viper doing a little bit of damage. I think fortified walls and just a few Mangonels might be enough. Oh, that Mangonel's still staying alive. How did that Mangonel survive? Can finally go down, but Jordan is in a very commanding position. Got a stone wall on the left. He's even gone up to the Imperial Age. What? Wow. Guess that's that Vikings economy. Where's those villagers from earlier? There they are. Gonna build some barracks, and what are you gonna do? Some arbalests? Probably. And I think this is Jordan's game to lose. I don't think these mangonels are gonna get through these fortified walls. Jordan could even wall it like this. Wall behind. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Vikings fortified walls in the series. Someone call Fat Slob. And I think this is going to be it. Just going to add some Arbalests in this area. You could even go Elite Skirm. Arbalest is a better option. This takes so much attention away from the Viper that he's always got to monitor these mangonels to make sure he doesn't lose them. Even though they'll be hitting these walls for ages. 1 for 1. Yeah, I agree, Mr. GPN. I really love the expansions and the non-mirror. Before, in the old days, just tons of mirror matches. Mostly Vikings Wars, Aztec Wars, Mayans Wars, and Huns Wars. Didn't see any of the other civilizations too often. Which, a lot of these civilizations still aren't seen too often, but there's more civilizations overall that you see. And with the tools like the Captain's Mode, it's kind of done in a fair way, where players really need to think about the civilizations they choose. So if they lose a game and it's non-mirror, it's not necessarily because one civilization was better than the other. It's because they chose the wrong civilization for that map, or vice versa. I really like that. Huge workshop coming up in the area for Jordan. I think he's got this game. And he'll be going ahead 3-1. There's no way he's going to break through here. It's too late. There's a castle. AOC Franks on Arena, what? And there's the GG. So great game from Jordan, and surprisingly winning on water against the Viper, who's back in the day was very well known as the best water player. Take a look at the achievements and move on to the next game. Was this stream scheduled and planned a while back? I planned it a few days ago. Was inspired by the discussion on Jordan's best series. Was sort of. I know there's a lot of hype surrounding Jordan right now, so I decided to cast this. Someone requested that I casted this series. It's another reason I'm casting it. Not a whole lot to say here. Here's your timeline. And this will be the last game. It's all 5 games played. Jordan's winning 3-1. Hope you're enjoying this series. My name is Nobody. Later on, I know we have Mr. GPN in the chat. We'll have some arena games with him, 21 GMT, and community games if we have enough viewers and players. All right, last game. Let's see what it is. This should be COT Map Pack Mirror Civilization. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the casting. You can follow us on YouTube. Follow the Discord below where you can see our stream schedule. And keep up to date. Mr. GPN is from the USA. New. Oh, thanks for your appreciation, Freezing Moon. I appreciate your appreciation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Nomad Britain's battle. What? Wow, that's excellent. Little bit of a change of pace compared to Vikings Baltic, I think. So I'm pretty happy about that. This will be the last game of the series we cast. This is technically the 4th game in the series. We casted the 5th one first. I know I keep repeating, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. It's too late. So this is a Nomad game. This is from the map pack. I don't know how it was chosen in this tournament. Look at these shorefish in this little pond. That would be nice. Place a mill right there. I love Nomad. It's a great map. I think we should see Nomad more often. We used to see Nomad a lot more in the old days. I don't know. Maybe because people liked it more back then. I'm not exactly sure why. But Nomad to me is like that classic map that when you think of Age of Empires, you think of Nomad. You think of 3 villagers, no town center, place your town center where you want, and finding resources and just building up from absolutely nothing. In a way that isn't like Force Nothing. So, in a more reasonable way. So that's why I like Nomad. This is just what I think of when I think of Age of Empires 2. A lot of it is down to map position. Some of it is due to luck. Let's take a look at where players put their town centers. Jordan, in the middle of the map. I like the middle of the map. You're able to go anywhere from there. He's got a nice lumber camp. Only has one sheep. Sheep are very important, especially as Britons. Has a stone right next to his base. Has access to a lot of this food in the north. Has a gold nearby. And is close to the water, but not too close, such that galleys can attack his town center. So good positioning from Jordan, assuming he finds a little bit more food and that gold. The Viper has found 2 sheep. Small advantage. Has berries and deer over there. We'll see if he goes for the berries. I think he'll go for the deer. Back, we have even more deer and a boar. Already has his dock up, so he's much faster on the dock. Has a fishing ship out already. Jordan with the fishing ship. Good dock position. He's got 3 fish right there. The Viper with 1, 2. Only 2 deep fish, but there's a third one not too far away. And a lot of shore fish, too. And the Viper has a pretty good map, too. So he's got stone and gold. Let's see about the late game. We have gold here, gold here. Late game favors Jordan. Jordan has more golds to access to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golds that are closer to Jordan. The Viper has 1, 2, 3 golds. So that's an advantage for Jordan. Land Nomad's the best map ever. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. I'm not going to get into that. And lastly, another thing that's very important on Nomad is the scouting. You have to scout with your sheep, even if you lose them. You have to do it. The scouting is everything. And there we go. Jordan going to find that gold. That's very lucky he found that gold. Very important. Both players look to be having enough food. For the time being, anyway. Taking a look at the Viper scouting. Still okay. I don't know if either player's found each other. So, as you can see, the Viper clearly knows where Jordan is. He lost his sheep right in this area. And interestingly, the Viper actually has a villager all the way on the right side. Why? Why is this villager so far away? Is it just for scouting? Or is it for something more mischievous? Don't run into the town center. And I don't think Jordan has seen his opponent yet. He's seen the house. I think that's probably a giveaway. Jordan's scouting with the villager too, which is interesting. I'm going to place a house on one of these main golds. Gonna take some berries and then come back. And not surprisingly, going to get a mill up on those deer. Later on, can take that shore fish or maybe even this one. Oh, thanks, Mr. GPN, I guess. Thank you. Oh. So I guess the Viper was just scouting with those villagers. Villagers going to come back now. I was thinking maybe a sneaky tower, but players are not up to the next stage yet. It takes a while to get up to the next stage because, of course, he didn't have a town center to start things off. We have 5 fishing ships for the Viper. That's a lot. And 4 for Jordan. Now, the Viper probably has better fish position as far as the galley rush goes, as Jordan's stuck to the edge of the map. But on the other hand, I'm pretty sure the Viper doesn't know where this dock is. Right? Does he see it? Maybe he'll guess because the house is there. I think he knows. I was going to say the Viper might go the wrong direction with his galleys, but I don't think so. I think he knows it's there. Villagers still wandering around. We'll build the dock towards the south, where the fish will be much better in the mid-feudal age, as these fish will run out. The first one already ran out. And both players are up on similar times. Villager number... Oh boy, 4 villagers ahead for Jordan. How did he get so many villagers ahead? I guess the Viper had some problems with food early game. That's a lot faster up, a lot more villagers. Jordan. Much better economy. The Viper going over to gold. It looks like it's going to be a galley war to start things off. Probably won't see galley battles for too long. And Jordan's even got a barracks up. Been battling with that villager. And there we go. Outpost coming up. So 2 docks down in the south. Wow, that's a lot. Jordan's not investing any more into water. The Viper's got a lot of investment into water. I think it'll pay off. There's tons of fish in the south area. Not going to pay off right away. It's a small disadvantage right now for the Viper, but it should pay off. Was this Nomad? This was Nomad. This is Nomad. It's always been Nomad. Yes. Daniel Ocean. 2 archery ranges for Jordan. And he's going to be going into archers. Maybe even a few skirmishers. I don't see any galleys at all for Jordan. Here's the first few galleys from the Viper. The Viper actually doesn't... Well, no, he's got the... Yeah, the Viper actually doesn't know where the dock of Jordan is. We'll be going north. And the Viper already retasking his fishing ships to come south. This is so much extra food for the Viper. So despite being 5 villagers down, I think the Viper still has a better economy because of those fishing ships. However, let's see how he does with the archer rush. Jordan even going to mine some stone. He'll probably come forward with some towers. The Viper's stonewalling his base. These are not the wimpy expansion stone walls. These are classic Age of Conquerors stone walls. Archer range, blacksmith coming up. The Viper's giving up a lot of map control. And it is fully walled. So what damage can Jordan do? He can place a tower here. Maybe do a little damage, place a tower here, take away a wood line. After that, I don't think he can do too much damage. I think the Viper's good on gold for now. He's got a lot of stone, and he's good on wood. We should have all of his resources, and food, of course, is coming from the sea. Oh, no problem, Daniel Ocean. I'm not, I didn't mean it in a harsh way. I'm just a sarcastic guy sometimes. Oh, this is great! I didn't expect this to happen. Actually, all these archery range units are denying the archery range and blacksmith of the Viper. That's a lot of wasted resources. That's, what? 350-ish wood just completely wasted. Oh, boy. Or that's not good. Losing 2 archers. A lot of wasted resources. And the Viper even forced to wall in his town center. Oh, villagers, don't run into the town center. Please do not run into the town center. But regardless, I still like the Viper's position. He's got so much food coming in. And it looks like Jordan will lose these fish. And this is a big mistake by Jordan, not to build docks in the south. Not to try to go for these fish, and not to try and kill the Viper's fish. The tower coming up there. This archer range actually did go up. So sloppy play from Jordan, taking all of his army, moving it north to deal with the galley, when he could have prevented this archer range from going up. Might get a galley. But it's probably not a very big deal. He's going to lose a archer. So right now, we have a 8 or 9 villager advantage for Jordan, but... Oh, look at that sneaky transport ship. How did that happen? The Viper must have not been paying attention. That transport was obviously built here. This changes everything. This can change everything. Still no galleys here. The transport can transport around these palisades. We have a tower coming in this area. Panic reactions for the Viper. You can transport the villagers over and build a tower on the wood line. And then, actually, the Viper might be left without any wood. That would be a good game. He could build a tower on this wood line. This changes everything. The Viper was looking like he was in such a good position with all these fish, going up to the castle age sooner. He's going to have the extra range on these archers right away, but I don't even think he has fletching. Does he have fletching? This is actually a big deal. Where are these galleys? Are they coming back? There's no galleys out. Oh, here it is. Fletching, no fletching done. This might be it. This might be Jordan's game. Might be Jordan's series. Can you imagine that? Winning 4-1 against the Viper in a big tournament? These archers are nothing special. They only have 1 extra range. Now, here we go. Fletching and crossbow. So important that Jordan gets this tower up, and so important that the Viper denies it. You're going to have to build it further back. That's not going to work. Build it just right here. Just go for it. Jordan, go for it. There you go. If this tower gets up, it'll still be devastating. It'll still hit the wood line. Crossbows making their way outside. This is great walling from Jordan. Gives him a lot of map control. Even if he loses this villager. There it goes. Bottom side should be walled in time. We'll keep an eye on that. Tower did go up. I would even build another one in the same area. Actually attack that stone wall. This is a wise move. We'll see. And looks like this wall just barely getting up in time. Hopefully Jordan will be up to the next stage sooner. Of course, he has to get this food from farms, which is much slower than fish. And if I was the Viper, get up with the Siege Workshop. Oh no, gonna take out the tower. If this tower goes down, and there's no way to defend it, because we have crossbows now. So if that tower goes down, then Jordan, of course, will have access to wood. Jordan is going to go in under the town center. And is going to make his way back around to the tower. Make your way to the tower, Jordan. Don't just hang around there. You're going to go try to defend that tower. He still has a lot more army. If he can keep these towers up, he'll be in a great position. The Viper's still getting minimal wood from this lumber camp. He'll probably still reach... Oh, he's built a town center in the south. He's fine. I mean, Jordan should build a tower here and take it away, but it hasn't happened. And actually, the Viper, I think he's in a pretty good position now that he has access to a safe wood. Oh, this is going to be tough for Jordan. I don't think he can engage any longer. These crossbows have +3 range. You can't fight this. You can't fight this. There's no way you're going to get a good engagement. But you have to go back. Just hide behind your stone walls for the time being. This whole time, the Viper's still taking advantage of that fish. 10 villagers down, but 10 fishing ships up. Jordan's finally up to the next age. Let's see what he does with it. Probably elite skirmisher. Siege workshop. Identical army compositions. Will he do something with these villagers in the back? Will he add a siege workshop? Up to see. This villager number is going to be dead even by the time Jordan gets to the next stage with this extra town center out. Another archery range for Jordan. So military count's going to be similar, but the Viper will have a better economy. I think Jordan should have a lot of food. He's got tons of farms. I guess if he's going skirmishers, it makes a lot of sense. Going skirms. No, he's actually going to archers. This is going to be way too much food for Jordan. Why has he got so much food? And never made use out of that shorefish. This is just... Yeah, you should never have this many farms. When playing as a civilization like the Britons and you're not making a food unit, I think you should get a market and sell that food. Ready. So Jordan's probably going to go with some extra town centers and a siege workshop. Going to get his upgrades. Crossbow, lock and arrow coming in now. There's the siege workshop. Should see one of those cheap Britons town centers coming up. There we go. Gonna wait for that 100 stone to build the next one. We have 2 mangonels and a ram. So Jordan has to defend for now. That ram should hit that archery range. Jordan has barely enough for another town center. Gonna need that wood for a mangonel. He has a lot of skirmishers, not gonna upgrade them. Be well worth it for Jordan to add a dock and to build some fire ships to kill these fishing ships. So at the moment, the Viper up 10 villagers. The tables have turned. Up 10 fishing ships. Great economy for the Viper. Anything going on here? Just a second tower. But it looks like these towers are going to get taken out, so the plan to limit the Viper's goal of the Viper's wood has failed. 1 archery range going down, 2 archery ranges going down. That's the production for Jordan. Let's see if he can win this fight. Oh, nice! Last second, that mangonel, picking off the mangonel of Jordan. Jordan, pay attention! Pay attention, Jordan! Okay, gonna get that mangonel. Looks like Jordan defending for now, but the damage might be done. Jordan on 3 town centers. We have 3 town centers for the Viper. We have 2. There's the 3rd. Castle coming up for the Viper in the south, taking away 1 gold of Jordan, and that'll bust a hole through these walls. Jordan is pushing out a bit. I hope he doesn't lose his army. There's nothing to find here. There's no villagers in the area. Oh, big hit. Big Mangonel shot. Jordan going in too much. Are we going to see another good shot? All these archers are so low. I wouldn't fight this uphill. Don't fight that uphill. I'm going to lose a lot more crossbows. 4 more going down. That's a decent shot. But I think it was uphill. And Jordan doesn't have the army numbers. He doesn't have the army numbers to push this. Don't go in. Especially with another Mangonel coming out. Jordan should go back. Go back, Jordan. Oh, no way he can push that. Fortunately, the castle's hitting the barracks and not the wall. But the Viper could potentially go for Longbowmen. How many games have they each won? The scoreboard is on the top of the screen. It's 3-1. And let's see. The good thing for Jordan is he's got the hill. Bad thing is that he's got a lot less army, and these British crossbows are pretty good at taking out Mangonels because of the range. It's okay, Boom the Dummy. So, the Viper. There we go. Uphill advantage for Jordan. He's got a little momentum. Does he have any hope in this game? Yeah, he's got a little hope. I think so. Nice Mangonel hit. That Mangonel's going to go down, however. Shoot, one more time. Another good Mangonel hit. Can you get another? One more. No. Castle for... Oh, boy. Good castle for Jordan. He's walled behind, so it doesn't have to worry about anything there. If he can get this castle up, this could change the game. Will he have the military fort? This repairer is repairing like mad. He needs to keep these Mangonels up, all of them. That repairer has to repair this one. I think this castle's going to go up. Mangonels can, of course, be repaired by all these villagers. The Viper is up to the Imperial Age. So I think Jordan has to do the damage now. He's down an army. Well, it's really hard to do damage when you're down an army. Down in economy, gonna be down in technology. Remember, as soon as the Viper gets up to the next stage, he doesn't even have to upgrade Arbalest or Racer. He's gonna get the +1 range automatically on these crossbows, right away. So for the time being, Jordan's just gonna take down 2 more archer ranges. Maybe he takes down a town center. But that's not really a whole lot of damage. He needs to kill villagers. Crossbows might even pick off these Mangonels right next to the castle. Now, only if Jordan could get like a mega shot onto these crossbows, then I think he'd have an advantage. Still in the south, these fishing ships, they're not doing a lot, but they're helping out. This game's over. It looks like it. It looks like it is. Cavalry archer for Jordan. Okay. Jordan doing a little market magic. Jordan's up to the Imperial Age. Maybe he could defend. I wouldn't say it's over. But maybe he can defend. And the economies are not that different. The fishing ships aren't accounting for a whole lot. Sure, they're helping. We have maybe... Let's take the fishing ships into consideration. We have like a 25 villager advantage for the Viper. Military, we have double the military. Oh boy. It's going to be a hard game for Jordan. A very hard game. And what you don't want to do is to lose all your crossbows. Viper's already got his +1 range. Don't lose your crossbows, whatever you do. Go back, go back! Arbalest coming in. I don't think ballistics has been done. Trebuchet will be able to take down this castle for Jordan. This castle's, I guess, just going to buy time. Now, good thing for Jordan. He's still got the map, the position advantage. Remember those golds that we talked about earlier in the game. So the Viper has a lot of gold in the south. He's got to mark it up. He's probably use it a bit. But the Viper is on a timer. He's got 1 relic. He's got 1 medium-sized gold mine. And then he's done. And then he's got this gold here. So that's a decent amount of gold. But if Jordan maintains position for the next hour, then he should win the game with more goal control. Let's see if he's going to be able to do that. Castle coming up for the Viper. That'll enable him to win a Trebuchet War on this left side. And I think he'll get it up. There's an Imperial Age. A few Trebuchets coming out. Castle's going down quick. We already have 2 Trebuchets on it. There's no way he's going to win on the right side. Maybe he can win on the left side. The Viper going into lead Skirb. Good decision.
Ready.
Oh no! Transport ship once again. Crossbows being transported in. We need to see a defense. Jordan can still win the Trebuchet battle on this left side. Little hope. Oh, actually the Mangonel's going to do the work. Is the Viper going to micro this one Arbalest and take down the Mangonel? That would be something that wouldn't surprise me at all from him. Yeoman coming in for 1 extra range. And it actually works in skirmishers too. And even scale barding armor. Or light cavalry later on. Jordan is building another castle. There we go. Let's see if it gets up. Good Mangonel hit, but Mangonel against Arbalest now. And I think this might be it. Jordan's going to lose a ton of villagers on this castle. It's a doubt castle. Was 70%, 80%, 85, 89, 90, 95, 100. Oh, it did get up. Okay. Not bad. Well. Oh no, here comes the Rams. That's the British worst nightmare. The Rams. Trebuchets might go down, and they go down. It's GG. Jordan needed to win the Trebuchet battle on the left. Oh, so many Rams. So many Rams. This has got to be GG. Oh, boy. Especially when Capture Ram comes in. And yeah, just to recap that game, I mean, Jordan had something going here with these villagers, but if you're going to deny your opponent out of wood, you need to deny him out of all wood. As soon as the Viper was able to take wood in the south, that was it. As well, Jordan didn't wall in that tower earlier. If he walled in that tower, that would have been different. And if you place a tower here, then that could have been game for Jordan. Biggest mistake from Jordan, not contesting the water on the south and not going for the fish in the south. You should know if you're only on one dock that your opponent's going to be on more docks and you should win the water. And that's such a big deal in Nomad. It really is. And from there, just the Viper's economy just was great. Did a little bit of push. Jordan pushed back a bit, but just the economy of the Viper much better. Let's see if he's able to win this engagement. Pick off this trebuchets. And look at the upgrade difference, wow. Push a few of these Arbalests are into the castle. So that's going to be a win for Jordan, but he's still got to stop the Rams. Got to be GG. And now we have skirmishers. Now Jordan has to transition to something to stop the skirmishers. He needs to get onagers out, or he needs to get light cavalry, and I don't see him doing that. GG, well played Viper. Nice manners from Jordan. Saying well played Viper in 2 of these games. But regardless, good playing showing from Jordan. Gonna win the series 3-2. Take a look at the achievements. Hope you enjoyed this entire series of Clash of Titans. We're able to add it to the library because it was missing. And if you'd like to request any games, just private message me. I could cast old time series. And here's the big one, food collected. That's the big stat. Better uptimes for the Viper. The timeline, Jordan power spike, but actually the Viper power spike from his better economy and the Castle Age. There you go. Yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that. Name I can't pronounce. Joabaladismo. Missed those days. GG, thanks for casting. No problem. I'm glad someone was casting on this Sunday morning for me. Hope you enjoyed these games. Got a lot of viewers today. Stick around. 21 GMT. We're going to have Mr. GPN's Arena Games of the Week. And let's find someone to host. By the way, on the channel, we will be updating a lot of things, updating the graphics and such, so please do stick around for our next casts. We post our streaming schedule in the Discord. Please follow the Discord below and look at the tab where it says streaming schedule. My name is Nobody. I usually cast here once a week. I'm going to try to up it to twice a week. And hopefully we'll be improving the quality of the stream. And let's take a look at someone at host. If you want to ask me questions, you can ask me questions now. And let's host this player. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Stick around, 21 GMT, Mr. GPN's Arena Games of the Week. That'll be in about 5 hours. So come back in 5 hours. See you soon. Bye.